When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to a city immortalized in song. Kalamazoo, Michigan, Waldo Stadium, and home to the Western Michigan Broncos. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the MAC, the Western Michigan Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Wolverines will get this season underway as toe meets leather. On the move from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Western Michigan's offense will have the ball first. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes.
Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Reynolds. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Red pass, it's complete. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Broncos pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Rides the back and leaves it. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. They'll run play action. Here's the pressure. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The Wolverines bringing the heat on the defensive front as they have so many times through the years.
And you just think about guys that just look great in their unis. Big, strong, Aiden Hutchinson, Ajabo, a lot of these guys in the recent history, just they know how to get after the quarterbacks and make their life miserable.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing third down. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Brooks. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Looking downfield on first down. Gets open down the middle. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Quarterback on the keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Trying play action. Wiggles free. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Wolverines offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right. I tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, then he's obviously going to have a big year.
Pass to Sticks, still on his feet. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. To the air, it's Underwood. Finds his man, it's Tracy. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. What does the top 5 ranking mean for week 1? Optimism, hope, maybe, David, an excuse for the other team's fans to rush the field if they knock you off?
Well, it means, first of all, absolutely nothing, because preseason rankings don't show up anywhere at the end of the season, but it means this team is talented. It means they're thought of highly. They got to go earn it, Jesse, and it starts today, but the talent obviously is all over the field.
The number in the preseason rankings means absolutely nothing. You saw Florida State recently start in the top 10. They won 2 games by the end of the year. So you've got to go earn it. Yes, you're talented. Yes, a lot of eyeballs are going to be watching you, and people are really excited. You've got an opportunity to do things really, really that are special this season, but you've got to earn it on the field.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. With the catch, it's Moore. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's Tracy. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Wolverines want to move quickly. From the red zone, looking for a man. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Michigan! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So a drive there of 82 yards. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And how about the strong safety on that blitz? Great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs, and that strong safety, he just beelined into the backfield.
The Broncos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brooks. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. To the air, it's Reynolds. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And the Broncos line up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So here comes the Michigan offense. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Turning it on. He smashes his way through again. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. The sure hands, it's Haynes. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a first down. He'll keep it himself. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll pull it on the read. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Indiana is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point. But you take a look at the scoreboard, and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by 10 over Colorado State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Broncos now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Reynolds. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds his tight end. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. Punt is on its way. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Off-play action on first down. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. On second and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Grabbed behind the line, it's Haynes. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. A designed run for the quarterback. Can't get him to the ground. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They've got a first down here to open the period. Out of the gun, the inside give. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Tight end finds a soft spot. Powers through the defender. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On the move. Running through contact. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They'll try to run for it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. And the Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He'll do it himself. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. They made sure that good field position paid off, going 45 yards. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. And there he is again, another sack, channeling his inner Aiden Hutchinson against Penn State.
And that is high praise when you start comparing somebody to Aiden Hutchinson. Michigan, year after year, they find these dudes, man. The guys that will get after the quarterback. Hey, let's go, big fella. Let's go for that record.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throwing right. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. He's got 50 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. This is hardly the start they dreamed of, down 21-3, but get a touchdown here and you feel like you're back in it, Jesse.
Yeah, and it's frustrating for this offense as well because they've got the horses. They've got playmakers to light this scoreboard up, much more than the 3 points we're seeing here. I think you just got to stay true to yourself, do you, David, and know that the points are going to come.
Well, it's also frustrating when the defense is giving up points almost every single possession. So they need to score here and take this down and have a good drive, and then the defense needs to pull their weight a little bit too.
They're going to run it. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll leave it with him. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. He is denied, cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. And the Broncos will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. From the gun, the ground game. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. He's got it at the 30. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Wolverines. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19. The Broncos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Got his man quickly. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Line gets set, 1st down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Going to the ground. Makes a man miss. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a 1st down. And the Broncos are marching down the field. Quickly out to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Give to the running back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Back to throw, it's Reynolds. It's complete on the right side. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down, they've got it at the 40.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
Got a little space. Fights off a defender. It's a fumble. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Broncos will send out the punt unit. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Bell. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
The hardest thing to do in college football is tackle in the open field. These guys are so fast, so elusive. You just want to get them on the ground. You see the swing and the miss there. It leads to extra yards. So hard for a defense to get those guys on the ground.
The give to the back. Breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. The Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Caught over the middle. It's Tracy. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Dropping back, it's Underwood. A shot toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
And he's going to try to return this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Tight end now in motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. They'll give it to the back. Makes his man miss. Fighting off the defender. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you have been calling a great broadcast today from there in Kalamazoo. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Waldo Stadium.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Tracy on the nasty move, and now he's got room. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. He'll keep it on the sneak. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the ground with the back. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Right down the middle. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. The give out of the gun. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Looking for the end zone. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. It is perfect.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Nebraska is ahead early in Lincoln, but that's not exactly Mike Rozier out there running the ball. This game is a long way from over. They're up by 11 over Ohio.
Quarterback on the keeper.
We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The sure hands, it's Walters. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain. Now on first down from the 30. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they've put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
And the Broncos trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Reynolds. Fires to the middle. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's third down. You're trailing by so many points right now, and the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way, and that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
The Broncos will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Hauls it in at the 40. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. He'll keep it himself. He breaks a tackle and runs through another guy. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. And the Wolverines, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. He'll pull it on the read. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to the back. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. Nice move to pick up yardage. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23. And the Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw, it's Reynolds. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They bring the punter onto the field now. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pulls it in. It's Tracy. There he goes. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. Hard running there. Another broken tackle. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. And the Wolverines are flying down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Priestcorn. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They're going to run it. Finds a little space. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. Shakes off the defender. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. This quarterback part of their running game. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. Got the quick pass. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. They'll try to run for it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Quarterback on the keeper. Running toward the goal line. It's a fumble. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it.
And the offense got exactly what they wanted. They got the look. They dialed up the play. Everything was going great until they forgot to hold on to the football.
Yeah, it's plays like that that end up losing you games, right? And this is an offense that has playmakers, and they can create explosive plays, and they got one right there, but you just have to finish. You got to have better ball security. Give the defense credit, though. They forced the takeaway and changed momentum.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Pucks it out of the air. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Broncos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the catch. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
So here comes the Michigan offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it and you didn't pick it up?" Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. And the Wolverines are threatening in the red zone. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. On 2nd and 10, a 4-wide-out set, trips right. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Into the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Michigan.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop you.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Penn State has the lead right now inside Beaver Stadium, but Happy Valley is a tense place right now. This is a tight game. They're up by 12 over Marshall. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the... He lofts one down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
And the Broncos will punt it away on fourth down. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. He'll keep it himself. Nice move to keep running. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. And on second down for this offense. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. To the air, it's Underwood. Firing to the right, complete. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Here's the handoff. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Slithers into space. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Almost had the completion, just missed it. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Gives it on the option. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Broncos will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Plows through the defense. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it.
And that's an interesting call by this offense, man. They go with the run, try to maybe catch them off guard, pick up a few yards, but now decision time. 4th and medium. Does this offense want to now be aggressive and make sure they go for it?
The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They'll start this drive with a pass. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
You gotta love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the 4th quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
And the Broncos now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the 4th quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it, as you saw it on that sack there.
The Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. The give and tick, 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 tick.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Prieskorn. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Now on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Tracy. Breaks into the open. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. He'll pull it on the read. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. He's going for the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Miles. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually, but that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. Lot to play for.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Central Michigan Chippewas, Mount Pleasant, Michigan. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the MAC, the Central Michigan Chippewas. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends and the Chippewas will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will go on the attack first. And Jesse, we don't get many of these types of runners anymore, it seems, but this offense is built around a guy who can carry the ball 30, 40 times if they need it.
And he is every defensive coordinator's nightmare because it's only a matter of time with this guy before he's going to break the long one. He has incredible vision, he can cut, and it's the game-breaking speed, David, that makes him truly unique.
Yeah, and he sets the tone, man. More guys are going to be committed to stopping him in the run game. It sets the tone for the offense. It opens up everything else. It starts and ends with him.
He'll do it himself. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Wolverines moving quickly to the line.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Caught behind the line. It's Cleasecorn. Turning it on. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Wolverines are on the move.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Runs through the tackle. And runs through another one. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Keeps it on the bootleg. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wolverines didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Got it behind the line. It's Morgan. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wants to throw it. He caught it. Bust through behind his pad. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Central Michigan Chippewas offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David?
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that...
It's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Well, that's not the start this offense wanted. Your starting running back puts it on the ground on his very first carry. This is a guy they need to have a big game. They need him to get his confidence going, and that last play isn't going to do that.
Great place to start for this offense. To throw, it's Underwood. Oh, they're after him. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. The play action fake. That's caught. It's Morgan.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And here comes the field goal unit. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. The coverage team maintains its discipline, not much doing on that return. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. Quarterback on the keeper. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? He'll pitch it. Spins away from the defender.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting Hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
They'll run the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Chippewas have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Bonifant. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. They go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, second and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. On the option, he'll keep it himself. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Chippewas are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. On the option, runs through a tackle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at second and 11. He'll pull it on the read. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Chippewas send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Just needs a crack to get a return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Leaves it with the running back. Finding open areas. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Wolverines are in the hurry-up. You see that maze in blue, and you expect tough-minded, hard-nosed running attacks.
I expect big, physical, huge linemen that don't like people, that are going to move them out of the way and do just this, what we did right here. Move the sticks, get first downs on the ground. That's who Michigan is.
Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. On third down, he drops to throw. He's open on the right. There he goes. Touchdown, Michigan. He got a step and just dusted the field.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia is on top, but this is a close game. And, you know, back in the day, you'd feed Herschel Walker and go home. That guy needs to emerge for them today. They're up by 7 over Western Kentucky. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The run to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Spits it out to the back. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. And the Chippewas decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it in at the 40. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Fires to the big fella. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. No huddle here for the offense.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They're going back to the ground. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Third down play from the gun. Caught near the sticks. It's Cleescoring. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. He'll do it himself. Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. And the Wolverines have their offense in high gear. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for blockers. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. This drive will open from the 15. They'll start this drive going to the air. Had to throw it before he wanted. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now it's 2nd and long. On the run, it's Bonifer. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They go right back to it. Makes his way out to the 20 before he's stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. The Chippewas line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. So here comes the Michigan offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down. All wideouts, no backs. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He nails it. A 58-yard field goal.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
You know, I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
And the Chippewas trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. He'll get rid of it. Finds space on the right. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
The Chippewas with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Now facing a 3rd and long. Rushes on him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright and the least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
And the Chippewas will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Looking down the middle. That's caught, it's Morgan. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolverines are on the move. Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. The give to the tailback.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but...
Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Iowa has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since the great Hawkeye wave. But this has been a nip-and-tuck affair in Iowa City. They're up by 7 over Iowa State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The inside handoff. Sweet cut there. Getting that push. A pickup of 4 out to the 26. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Looking to pass, it's Underwood. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Rides the back on the option, the give. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Looking for a productive play on first down. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Breaks the tackle. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option. Back to pass. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Makes a grab on the shot. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Now on 1st and goal, a score here, and that mountain is huge if you want to make a comeback. He'll set up to throw. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. They'll immediately call timeout.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused, made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Quarterback will keep it. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Mount Pleasant today, and welcome into the halftime update. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed, he simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Kelly Shorts Stadium.
And the Wolverines will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. Nothing went right in that first half in the first order of business here. Try not to... Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
The Chippewas now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to the ground. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. And the Chippewas will send out the punt unit. Man, these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Lots of running room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. They'll leave it with him. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Moore. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. To the air on 2nd down. Escapes the sack. Line is set on 3rd down. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake. Under fire. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your 2nd guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
The Chippewas will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Now on the return. Slips through the line. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. On the run, it's Haynes. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. They'll ride the hot hand. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the running back has it. Can't get him to the ground. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll keep it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Chippewas come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Setting up the screen. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Chippewas come to the line with a new set of downs. Sends it back in motion. To the air on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And the Chippewas have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Gonna run it. It's Boniford. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Hunt is on its way. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. He'll pull it on the read. Turning it on. Oh, what a cut. He's at the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Ready to try the point after. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Marshall is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up 14 over Middle Tennessee.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Right back to him on the ground. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. The Chippewas are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Surging forward on the sneak. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Leaves it with the back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Catch in the middle, it's Tracy. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
They'll run it from the gun. Powers through the defender. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Gonna run it. It's Townsend. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. Now on the option. They stop him in his tracks, tried to sneak that fullback loose, and nothing doing. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board.
And you just sort of wonder if that's some kind of moral victory from the head coach. We are not going to get shut out in front of all these eyeballs. We're just going to put 3 points up on the board. As a player, I used to absolutely hate that if I was on the losing team, because you're just trying to save face. I want to go down and try and score a touchdown. I know the chances aren't great, but let me go out there and compete.
So here comes the Michigan offense. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grabbed over the middle. It's Tracy. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the tight end in motion. Give to the running back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Grabbed behind the line. It's Tracy. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. He's got him in the flat. There he goes. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point, the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. If there's time on the clock, keep trying to score.
He'll do it himself. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Back to throw, it's Underwood. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. Quarterback on the keeper. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Off play action. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
And the Chippewas will punt it away on 4th down. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Handoff from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They'll run it from the gun. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Fights off a defender. Trying to give them some room to work with. Stopped just short of the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 19. Looking for room. It's Spotify. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Chippewas come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Offense getting set for 1st down. fighting off the defender. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring it on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players, more physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it from here.